Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy XSplit here. Now, welcome to the fourth part of What If Deku was isekai'd to the pretty much that time I got reincarnated as a slime. So, we're in the fourth part. I know, never thought I'd get here. I thought I'd... Actually, no, it's a lie. I've been... The past three parts I've been kind of just putting together. But yeah, so anyway, I do hope you guys do really enjoy this part. Like, subscribe, make sure the red button at the bottom of your screen, it has a little writing in it, says subscribe. Click that so that's great and it says subscribed. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool button. If you click it, it brings you a horrible New Zealand accent. But yeah, so hope you guys do really enjoy this. Just remember, God is awesome. You guys too. And yeah, just get ready for this epic what if, which is what if Deku was isekai'd to that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Let's go. So before this what if kind of starts up, I just gotta kind of say, like, these videos, these next two videos are pretty much continuous of the first one. So part 2, 3 and 4 were all done in the same session, so that's how that kind of went. So yeah, anyway, yeah. So where we last left off, pretty much Apollyon and Rimuru are now fighting Shizue. They were fighting Shizue and they defeated Shizue. So that happened. Apollyon gained the skill Combustion and Shizue died. Later on, they then met the ogres. Apollyon was sent on the hunting trip and they met the ogres, who they are now fighting at this moment. So let's just get straight into this and let's go. So he just as he's taking them all out, he's just giving them the hands. Like he's not going he's going hard, but he's not trying to kill them. That's the problem. So he goes around and he's going ba 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 ba, taking them all out. Rimuru arrives and he calls them back. He's like, Riga, he heals Gobta. The same stuff happens as he sees just Apollyon just appearing between each of the people as he's and just giving them the hands. As he says, Apollyon, come back. His Apollion's like, I'm sorry, my lord. I'm sorry, Lord Rimuru. I wasn't able to save them. They're all knocked out, but we were flanked. As Ranga and Riga arrived, we're sorry, Lord Rimuru. We couldn't stop them. And pretty much the same stuff happens. Apollyon is brought back. He helps. He just drags and saves all of the side characters as Rimuru manhandles all of the ogres. And yeah, so that all happens and the entire thing gets resolved pretty much the same way. And yeah, so Rimuru does his whole kind of show of power, the giant black flame flying up into the sky. It goes and yeah, it's cool. And everybody's like, whoa, he's super strong. And what's her face? The pink ogre kind of comes along and she stops the red ogre from being angry pants, and she like, hold up, brother, like hold up, like stop. This guy, if he's this strong, why did he recruit orcs? Like, he could straight up end their entire existence. And so that entire thing happened to Napoleon. He just face palms at this. He's just like, oh my goodness, how did you not think of this? How did I not think of this? Why are we not thinking of this? What is going on? And yeah, so he's just like, oh my goodness. How did we really not think about, like, how did they not think about this earlier? Well, no, I guess I understand it, you know, blind by rage, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so they're talking about that, and they end up, kind of, what is it? Kind of, sorry, lost my place. So yeah, pretty much everything kind of just sorts out, and the ogres end up coming back to the village. As Apollyon, he's got chains of, he's wrapped up a bunch of the different beasts as he's as he's helping carry the different food back to the village. And yeah. So pretty much the village carries on as, the feast carries on as normal. And yeah, so the feast carries on as normal, and pretty much Apollyon, he's not really in any specific conversation. He's just standing there against a tree observing everything with a kebab in his hand, a stick chicken kebab in his hand, as he just got it, as he just eating it off. And yeah, so as he's just listening, as he listens in on the Rimuru kind of talk with the young prince ogre, and he decides, when they finish the talk, he decides to follow the red ogre when he starts storming off into walking off into the forest. As he walks in there, he does hear the conversation of him and the blue ogre talking, as the blue ogre's like, it's not a bad deal, but we'll follow you. Wherever you go, we go. As the red ogre's like, I just need time to think. As when the kind of, the blue ogre leaves, Apollyon, he just walks up. He's like, you know, I know how you're feeling about this. Because the red ogre's like, what? Like, why? Like, how could you possibly feel about this? Like, my entire village was wiped out. There's only 6 of us left. There's nothing left. Apollion's like, yeah, I do understand your feeling. Like, my entire city was destroyed. Yes. The red ogre's like, oh, that's nice. He's like, yeah, I really don't know who else is still alive. Like, the only person I know who was still alive during the attack died in my arms. As, yeah, like, probably about 10 years later. As he's like, oh, sorry about that. He's like, no, it's fine. It's like, I'm just telling you, like, I know how you're feeling. Like, Lord Rimuru, he has helped me out through this. Like, he's gotten me a lot stronger. I've gotten a lot stronger through him. I've learnt so many new things, and you just get to be a part of this amazing community here. And yeah, so they're just talking as he pretty much tells, like, this ogre kind of his backstory, how he was originally supposed to be the next king in line for his kind of kingdom. However, when he was 8 years old, his family and, like, his kingdom, his city, everybody he knew died. They were killed by humans. They were killed by the Empire. They were killed by the Holy Knights, by the Holy Church. It's he just tells them like, I hate them, like I have a burning hatred for them, like I know how you are feeling about this. So if you guys ever need somebody to talk to, I am here to be talked to, talked at, vented at, anything like that. I've even got my own little venting space where, out in the forest, where if you just need to explode, you can explode. So, yeah. After this, like, he just leaves and he's like, just think about it, alright? It's a good deal, just think about it, and if it's not for you, don't worry about it. We'll back you any way we can, and yeah, so anyway, so the next day, the red ogre, he comes into the thing, he's like, yeah, we're gonna name us. He says like, yeah, we're gonna, oh goodness, sorry about that. But yeah, so the next day he kind of the red ogre, he greets Rimuru. He's like, yeah, like, we'll serve under you just until, you know, we defeat the Margin and the orcs. As Rimuru's like, yeah, all good, sounds good. As they're all like, yeah, sounds great. And yeah, so he ends up like naming them, and he's like, yo, this is great names and all that. Yeah, so it's good, and then Rimuru takes the nap. Oh goodness, sorry about that. But yeah, so pretty much the next 3 days while Rimuru is asleep, Apollyon, he starts to train with the Kijin. So through this, he gains a new skill, and this new skill is short distance transmission. He's able to teleport short distances, and is able to teleport just a little bit like further distances if he can track onto a person's magicals, like a particular person. So yeah, short distances, what I'm meaning is like 10, maybe 20 meters, like quite short distance. But yeah, so it's pretty much how he learned it was he was training with Soe, who was the blue ogre, which are now Kijin. Yeah, so he trains with Soe as he pretty much bases his new skill off of Shadow Step. So yeah, and Soe's kind of teleportation move, how he teleports through and he pretty much just quickly just poof, zips to the next place. And yeah, so when that does happen, it's pretty much just a quick spiral of fire just surrounds him, and he goes whoosh, and then he's gone and he's in another place. Through this, Kaijin and Korobei, who is the two blacksmiths, they start working on Apollyon's new sword. If you guys are wondering what his new sword is going to look like, how it's going to be, it's going to have like, I'll find a photo when when he gets the new sword, which won't be this part, it'll be next part. But yeah, yeah, so it's a new sword, it's pretty cool. You'll see it when it comes up. But yeah, so Apollyon also starts his new training in the forest. This training is composed of being out in his venti area. He's pretty much got his own little area, which is like maybe 304 meters out, or 400 meters, maybe 500 meters out of the village. And yeah, so it's a big, maybe 100 meter diameter kind of thing. It's a big circle, big circumference, as it's just massive ashed area. But yeah, so it's his own little training area, as he's got like giant trees on his back as he's just squatting them, as he chops down trees to help with the thing. He does, if you guys have seen One Piece, he does Zoro's training, where he like does all the sword plays, or he does all that kind of training. And yeah, so after this, why do I keep saying Apollyon? Rimuru finally wakes up and he meets everybody again, meeting all the Kijin, and they talk about how the lizardmen were like scouting around the area and all that. So, a few days later, Apollyon is pretty much, he's training in his little forest area, and he hears like people talking as he's training, and he's like walking back with like trees because he was chopping down some trees. As he's walking back to the village, he hears some people talking, and he's like, huh? What's going on here? So he walks out into the street and he sees like a bunch of lizards. So he comes out with like 3 full trees on his shoulder. Just on his right shoulder, he's just holding them there. And they're not small trees, they're like big trees. Like baby big trees. So yeah, he's got them on his shoulder, just the 3 of them. As he hears this one lizard, this one guy just say, You deface yourself by serving this pitiful little slime? And that's all it took. As everybody just hears a massive boom, just a massive thumping as they see trees just rolling across the footpath. Ranga starts cowering, just starts backing up slowly in fear as Gabiru turns around. He's like, oh, what is so scary that you must be? As he turns around, as he sees Apollyon literally going Super Saiyan. Like, this man is Super Saiyan Blue. He has got white fire just surrounding him. His eyes are pure red. He is on the verge of rage mode. This man, he is like, one more comment, he will literally go into his burning fury mode and kill everybody there. And there will be no stopping him. And yeah, so like, he's so close. And everybody's like, oh no. Like all the Kijin, everybody from the village are like, oh no, this ain't good. This man is dead. Like I feel, he may be really annoying, but I just feel sorry for him. I feel mercy. Like, I feel sorry for what is to come to him. Everybody's just cowering up in fear. They're just like, no. As he's like, oh really, what were you gonna do? As Apollyon just brings his hand out, as he's just like, you dare insult my master. As he brings his arm out, as he's about to say, as he just says, fire, stop, just as he's nearly gonna finish saying firestorm, nearly gonna finish saying the word, Rimu's like, Apollyon, wait, don't kill him, stop. As Apollyon, he's like, fire, stop. I'm sorry, my lord. As he just appears by Rimuru. He just bends his knee as he puts his hands like up to his his hands up to his head, and he's just like, I'm sorry, my lord. I pray, please. I just wish that you would forgive me, please, Lord. Oh, Lord Rimuru. He's just like, please, Lord Rimuru, please, I beg of you to forgive me. I shall try not to go into this insolent rage again. His room is like, yeah, it's fine. Gabiru's been put the fear of God into him. This man is like Rangam didn't make him scared. No, I'm kidding. Gabiru's dumb. He did not care. So he's like, huh, neat. Maybe you should wish to join me as well. You seem to be quite stronger than to bow down to this weak little slime. Oh, and that put Apollyon off the hook. He just got everybody just like, they're like, oh no. Like, everybody there was just like, oh no. As everybody there, like, everybody's like, hold up, as they're just holding him back. They're like holding him, like, 5 different people are holding him back. They're like, it's fully just, let me at him, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna give him the murder. I'm gonna give him the 1-2 to the dome, send him to the moon. This man's gonna know what pure pain feels like. As he is on the rage right now. He is mad. He's just like, let me at him. And everyone's like, stop. As Rima's like, stop, please, Apollyon, please stop. Yes, Apollyon, he finally does stop. Yes, Ranga, this is when the entire Ranga, he grabs Gobta, and yeah, he grabs him, puts him on the kind of thing, and he puts him in front. He's like, yo, you should fight him. Yeah, so yeah, the same thing happens as they leave. Yeah, so kind of Gobta just wipes the floor with him, with Gabiru, turns him into his own little mop, and then the lizards run. But yeah, later on in that day, Soei does come back, kind of arriving to tell some more urgent news, and that night they do have a meeting. Sorry. Yeah, they do have a meeting about kind of the orcs and how Soei tells them it's about 200,000. Everybody's like, oh damn, that's a lot of orcs. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it's 200,000 orcs, and so they're a bit stressed, and they do kind of are talking for a while until they suddenly like Soei kind of gets a call from one of his doubles about the fact that they're getting a call, or wanting a person wants to come in, and they find out that it's a kind of lizard, or a trainee. Sorry, completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, so they I'll restart. So pretty much Soei gets a kind of gets a incoming message from one of his body doubles that a dryad wants to come talk to them. So anyway, trainee drops by. A dryad drops by saying that her name is Trainee, and yeah, she pretty much the first thing she does, she just looks at Apollyon. She's like, first of all, can you please stop blowing up the forest? Apollyon's like, I'm sorry, I needed a venting place. Is that good? That I've just got that little bit. And she's like, yeah, as long as you don't blow up anymore. It's like, okay, cool. But yeah, so he Trainee then goes on to the main point, saying like, yo, Rimuru, big man, you gotta give him, first of all, tells them that like, yo, the Orc Lord is a real thing, because earlier they were talking about the fact that an Orc Lord is a big possibility for the fact that orcs aren't normally able to be in large groups like this. Like, how would they be able to feed it, all that? And yeah, so they talked about it, and they came to the conclusion that like it was a kind of Orc Lord. And Trainee does confirm this. She's like, yeah, it was an Orc Lord. And Rimuru Tempest, you gotta give this Orc Lord the slap. So yeah, she pretty much tells him like, yo, you gotta defeat the Orc Lord. And everybody's like, huh? And Apollyon's like, yeah, I back that. And everybody's like, you what? And he's like, yeah, he's strong enough to do it. Like, have you seen this man? He could probably deck a Demon Lord, like, easy. This man is strong. And yeah, so he pretty much backs the idea. And everybody's like, okay. Well, give me, like, a few minutes to figure this out, or whatever. And Serenity's like, yeah, it's all good. Can I stay here and listen to the conversation? And they're like, yeah, sure, why not? So, they talk about it, and then they come to the conclusion that pretty much the orcs eat their own, and they eat all the corpses. That's how the food kind of gets. That's how they feed the giant armies. Like, anything they see, they eat. That's why they eat it, because, well, that's why they do it, to kill and eat the demon, or everybody, so they can quench their hunger. Yeah. So, after this, they decide to, they should recruit the help of the lizard men, but get the actual leader of the lizard men, not the person who Apollyon 100% want to murder. And yeah, so they're like, yeah, okay. And Apollyon's like, yo, can I go? And everybody's like, no, you cannot go. And yeah, so Apollyon, he doesn't end up going, so he just goes himself. And Apollyon, he just trains up as many troops as he can. He helps everybody, and they prepare for the orc army kind of attack. And the entire thing with Soe happens the same. He talks to them, he gives them the slap. And yeah. And for the next 4 days, they are talking and they are training hard. Apollyon is giving no exception. Anybody who he is training wants to die in the first 5 minutes. And in the next 10 minutes, they have kind of gotten used to it, and then he ramps up the training again, even more, and they feel like they're gonna die again. They feel like they're gonna die even more than they wanted to die the first time. So yeah, they are training like nothing else. Yeah, so they train like that. And yeah, so this is probably where I'm gonna leave this part off. If you guys do enjoy this, then be sure to give that like button or subscribe button the slap. And yeah, make it grey. We don't like the colour red. Red is a bad colour. Red is bad. It's, you know, it's red. It's the colour of blood. It's like death, you know, all that stuff. And like, it's just, you don't like the colour red. Like, we don't want red. We want it to be a grey colour, not a red colour. I'm just playing with you. But, anyway, I do hope you guys love this story. If you did, then subscribe, like, whatever. Just tell me. And, yeah, just remember, God is awesome. And, yeah, let's see you in the next one.